Hey everybody, it is the Angry Honey Badger here, and it is time for Badger's Picks for the second week of July. Let's see who's free this week and which 4 champions I'm going to recommend. Free this week, we're going to be seeing Azir, Mundo, Fiddlesticks, Gragas, Janna, Ryze, Thresh, Urgot, Varus, and Vel'Koz. And as for my first pick this week, I am going to put my faith in Shurima. I really do like Azir. He is a fantastic champion. Not the simplest to obviously play. It's the combination of obviously the way his kit works and mostly just that actually. You kind of have to pay attention to multiple things at multiple times. It's not just you and a target or you and some targets. It's you, your minions who deal most of your damage, and then the targets that you need to properly apply them to. So off the bat, he's not the easiest to play because you have multiple things that you're managing when it comes to Azir. He's just not simplistic. The benefits to Azir though are tons of damage. Like realistically, I think people always get caught off guard with actually the amount of damage he does, and I think some people probably assume it's too much. I think it's a skill thing though. You need to be able to effectively get out the damage to have it work, and he's also a squishy mage, so I mean, you can play pretty well against him, and he takes lots of damage, but overall, Azir's a great champion, does a good amount of damage, and is very rewarding to play once you've learned him well. As for my second recommendation for this week, I'm going to throw that one over to Varus. The poke compositions that we've been seeing are very, very good. I know the Ezreal thing is currently popular. I actually find it pretty easy to play against right now. AP Ezreal, classically, and still is the same way, very terrible in the early game at farming or harassing, really. So, Varus AD mid, harassment-wise, against an AP Runeglaive Ezreal, should be able to destroy him almost all the time, at least in the early game. In late game, Varus still does lots of good damage with the poke anyways, so the AD mid Varus would still be a good pick against those Ezreals you will be seeing probably until Runeglaive gets a tweak or Ezreal. So if you're looking for a good mid laner who's not actually that difficult and you just do the poke harass game, Varus is a good choice. The next champion I'm going to recommend for this week is going to be Gragas. I still hold him at least in the top 2 for junglers currently when it comes to power of junglers. He's really close to Rek'Sai. We've been seeing those 2 champions played a lot in the LCS and really in all other regions. He has just some of the best early game ganks just imaginable. He also brings a good amount of damage for a Cinderhulk jungler, so he's very versatile in those respects. The other thing I like about him too is late game wise, his ultimate can be very helpful for scattering a team fight or picking someone out solo to knock back to your team. It can be a very pivotal ultimate if you can land it in a well-placed position. So Gragas is very strong. If you haven't been trying him in the jungle, I recommend you do so. And as for my final recommendation for this week, I am going to throw that one to Thresh. I'm a big fan of Thresh just in general. I've said it once, I'll say it again. You could nerf all of the damage out of his kit and he would still be played because his kit can still be used in so many important and just helpful ways. We've seen a big rise in Alistar lately because he's very good right now in this meta and he can break CC, which is very helpful. But Thresh does an okay job against Alistar in my opinion. Granted, he can break some of the CC, but when Alistar aggresses and tries to get into position, if he doesn't do it perfectly right away, Thresh can actually just, either hook him or flay him or drop a box and slow down his progress. So I think Thresh still works really well. He'll always work really well with the lanterns, the hooks, the flays, the box. Thresh just has an amazing kit, so if you're looking for a support to play, you might want to try him out. Those are the champions that are free this week, all 10 of them. Those are the 4 I would play, and probably will be actually playing a few of those. I am working on a build for one of them that you'll probably see in the next week. But other than that, let me know down below in the comments which 4 champions you will be trying out this week. I like to know what you guys are playing. It's always fun. But yeah, other than that, if there's a box around them, you can click on it. It will take you to a building guide of some sort for the champion. And other than those things, I'll see all of you guys next time. Good luck on the fields of justice.